Now, opposition parties have called on the population in Togo to boycott an electoral census scheduled to start on the 1st of October. The planned census is in preparation for December's legislative and local election and was proposed by mediators from ECOWAS after months of political impasse between the Togo's government and the opposition. The coalition of 14 opposition parties wants the reintroduction of a two-term limit for presidents in the country, applied retroactively, which would prevent President Faure Gnassingbé from standing for re-election in 2020.
And on the line is Eric Dupuy, the spokesperson for the opposition coalition. Hello, Mr. Dupuy. You asked the Togolese to boycott the electoral census. Can you please tell us why? At a press conference held in Lomé by the coalition of 14 Togolese opposition political parties, journalists were informed that the coalition will not take part in the census, which is due to begin on Monday, 1 October. We said this at the monitoring committee meeting last Sunday because when we obtained the parity of the CENI, that is to say 8 against 8, we had realized that there were several issues. The first was the ineffective composition of the INEC because there is a 17th person who is appointed by the administration, and this person has the right to deliberate. So from that point on, we have 9 from the current regime and 8 from the opposition, which is totally unequal. We have raised 2 issues related to the electoral boundaries, so all these problems have not been solved, and we do not understand why we are going to go today to an electoral census that has already been manipulated. Since Togo's problem is that there have never been transparent elections, everything has been done to benefit the party that has been in power for more than 50 years. So does this mean that you'll not take part in the next election? I can't see how we can go to the elections with the dice thrown in advance. It was General de Gaulle who said that when there's a stupid trap, you don't have to fall into it. So already know that the fraud is already at the level of CENI. So why should we participate in the elections? How far are you prepared to go to make yourself heard by the Togolese authorities? We're willing to discuss. We trust the facilitation. The day after the last meeting on the 24th, we wrote to them to remind them of all the points that were raised during the last discussions, and that did not find a solution. I have just spoken to you about some of these points, about appeasement measures that are not always resolved. So we are saying that a solution must be found. Now, if Mr. Faure Gnassingbé's regime wants to use force, well, they'll find the Togolese people across the street. It is the only force we have. It is the Togolese people who are tired of this regime. We are the only country in West Africa that has not experienced a democratic political shift. I mean a democratic political alternation since its independence.